Brady Shea has had an outstanding game tonight. With Slavin out. 4 minutes for the other 5 defensemen. Here's Bennett. Down low. Puck comes back out. Now Reinhart with it. Down to 10 seconds. Maybe he'll have to hit the post. Coming back out in front of it is Kachuk, who scores!
Rod Brendamore's looking to try to review this, guys, or challenge it. He does not like contact in around the net. He feels like there was a poke in there on the goaltender Anderson.
Yeah, right there. The initial play before Kachuk lets the puck go. Now, is he aided in by Pesci?
You can see Anderson trying to wave it off at the same time, but I don't know that there's a whole lot there. And so,
look, the initial, like, as he's circling, the stick goes between the legs of Anderson.
Prior to the goal, we have a situation room challenge to determine if there's goaltender interference prior to the goal.
Yeah, the last minute official review.
Let's welcome in our rules analyst, Don Koharski. Koho, how did you see it?
Guys, the focus here is on the Florida player with that little poke check into the goaltender. I honestly don't think it's enough, egregious enough mistake here to turn this over. So I have good goal here, and even though it's right there, that's just sort of a hockey play. I don't see anything he does that to deterring that goaltender from playing his position.
You can see a stick
he just
right there.
places it. Yeah, he places it in there. He doesn't hook him, doesn't spin him around.
There we go. We got a call.
Upon review, the Toronto situation room, we have a good goal.
And the patience here of Matthew Kachuk to not shoot the puck initially. That extra little stick handle bought him the angle to fire the puck into the back of the net and a reaction on the bench. And there's his dad. And the reaction. Most guys would have got that puck and just probably swept it at the blue paint, but he knew where he was, and he bought himself a little bit of extra time and an extra, what would you say, 3 feet, 5 feet? Gave him the opportunity to put the puck into the back of the net.
superstars make the big plays at the big times, and Matthew Kachuk has done that throughout this series against Carolina. What a series for him. Carolina will try one play here off the neutral zone faceoff.
The Florida Panthers are headed to the Stanley Cup Final. Matthew Tkachuk with his third game-winning goal of this series. The Stahl brothers, all three of them in the picture. Jordan had won his 3 previous series, 2 against Mark, 1 against Eric. But now, Mark and Eric, both heading back to the Stanley Cup final. The captain, Alexander Barkov, knocked out of Game 3. A triumphant return. 2 assists, including 1 on the game winner and the series winner scored by Tkachuk. First time the Panthers have ever swept a playoff series in the history of their franchise. They finished 43 points behind Boston, 19 in back of Toronto, and 21 behind Carolina. They have knocked out all 3 and will await the winner of the Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars, former teammates Eric Stahl and Rod Brindamore. They want to come together. The goaltenders, both brilliant throughout this series. Bobrovsky allowed only 6 goals in the 4 games, and now the head coaches, Rod Brindamore, played for Paul Maurice. He was also an assistant coach under Maurice in Carolina. Matthew Tkachuk, the hero, once again.
Wow. The bigger the stage.
You think back, Eddie, to that 4 overtime victory in Game 1. The 8 longest games in NHL history.
Yeah.
The winner of all 8 have gone on to win the series.
And it was a very slow start for that line in that game, Jonesy. They really didn't generate a whole heck of a lot, but all they needed was 1 play, and Matthew Tkachuk walks off the wall, and they have not looked back since that OT winner in that marathon that Kenny was talking about.
Yeah, some outstanding efforts throughout their lineup, including both Stahl brothers, Eric and Mark. The 2 veterans digging deep and finding a way to help their team get to the Stanley Cup final.
Let's head down to Jackie with Sergei Bobrovsky.
Sergei, congratulations. You and this team have been on an absolute heater. What can you say about what this group has accomplished?
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, we show the resilience. It's a big goal. We are lucky to have Chucky on our side, you know, and he's been great for us all season long and whole playoffs. So he knows how to score big goals, and again, we just fortunate to have him.
He's been sensational, as have you. You're off to your first Stanley Cup final. Can you put into words what that means to you?
Yeah, it's definitely, it's great. We had so much fun. It's a great opportunity for us, for our fans. And yeah, we're gonna rest and we're gonna enjoy it.
The fans are loving it. Enjoy this moment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sergei Bobrovsky,
Unbelievable.
the Florida Panthers heading to the Stanley Cup final.
Unbelievable performance.
Let's head to the public address announcer here in Sunrise, Florida, Andrew Imber.
NHL Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Branding Officer Brian Jennings will now present the Prince of Wales Trophy to the Eastern Conference champion, Florida Panthers.
Yeah, the 96 series, they had to do it on the road, Game 7.
23, Florida.
Now they do it at home this year. Yeah, 96, they had to do old Civic Center. Now they're doing it here at FLA Live Arena.
Question every year, of course, will they touch it? Will they pick it up?
Oh yeah, Matthew Tkachuk gave it it looked like he was hugging it.
How about Eric Stahl? Went to the final with Montreal 2 years ago. Did not play in the NHL last season. Now heading back. Barkov, the captain, goes for a skate.
4 years in a row, the Eastern Conference represented by a team in Florida. Last 3 was Tampa Bay. Now you got one near Sunrise, near Miami.
Winner in the West between Dallas and Vegas. And that game will be tomorrow night in Dallas over on ESPN. And as Bob talked about, going to get some rest. And there's Patrick Hornquist right there.
He's been such a big part of it,
Yeah.
despite being unable to play.
Yeah. Some high fives all around. And you can't not talk about it enough, Kenny and Jonesy, where the last, what was it, 72 hours of the regular season or whatever it was, is like, there's general manager Bill Zito. They're on the outside looking in and needed help, and they got it, and down 3-1 in round 1 to the Boston Bruins. And here you are. You've punched your ticket.